lemon cactus water thing here, and I figured I'd make a little chat video. Oh, so good. I'm obsessed. It's delicious. Hey guys, Lauren here. So today I figured I'd introduce a new sort of series thing I'm gonna do on this channel where I sit and talk to you about expat life and what it's like living and working in the country of Belgium. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about language and learning a new language and language course and how that all went, and how it was very interesting and kind of a complete fail at the same time. So without further ado, I will jump right in. So if you're not aware, Belgium is split into two major regions. Wallonia, which is in the north and is mainly French speaking, and Flanders, which is in the north where we live and is mainly Dutch speaking. So moving here, before we moved here, we were told not to learn the language because even though it is Dutch, it's called Flemish, and that's like a dialect of Dutch. They don't call the language Flemish, they call it Netherlands, which is just the same as the Netherlands you learn in the north, in the Netherlands. So it's a little confusing, mainly just the accent and the way you pronounce the words is differently. Of course there's different slangs and that goes to my region and whatever. Mainly it's the same thing as Dutch in the Netherlands. So we signed up for our classes and we learned that you don't say it's Dutch, it's Netherlands. That's the language you learn, that's what they tell you in school. So we signed up at this building where immigrants and expats come and sign up for language courses, and we were put in one of the kind of middle tier language courses. You had the higher tier Lingua Polis, which is like 500 euros and goes through university and super expensive and very intensive and all that. We got here, we're working, and we didn't want all that stress put on us, so we did the middle tier program. So first day of class goes really well. We love our teacher. She's very energetic. She's very passionate about teaching us Netherlands, and we're like, yeah, this is going to be a great course. My husband and I are in the same class. We're the only Americans in the class. First day goes well. By the second week we find out that our teacher is going to be leaving because she's having a surgery on her foot, so she's going to be gone for 6 months, so another teacher's going to come. We're all bummed. She has her last day of class and it's sad, and we're like, well, I wonder who the teacher's going to be. The next week they cancel all class, and we've been going twice a week. Sorry, I didn't say that in the beginning. Going to school twice a week for 3 hours a day. So they cancel that whole week of class. And we don't find out until we get to the class at 9 o'clock when our class starts. And it's on the other side of the river, so it takes a little bit to get there. And we get to class and find out that it's canceled. So they cancel class for the whole week. That was strike one. So gets more interesting. So we get our new teacher. She's not as enthusiastic, not as passionate about teaching us the language. She's just kind of bleh. She has a different accent, so what we were used to in the beginning with our teacher's accent, she spoke loud and clear, and this teacher spoke very softly and she mumbled her words, so it was very difficult to understand, and I was very frustrated by the second and third class. But of course we paid money, organization wants us to do this, we want to do this because we want to integrate into the culture. Even though we'll only be here, our contract for here is for 2 years, we want to be able to say we learned the language, or learned the language here. So we pushed through, and then of course we have a conference that we have to go to, so we end up taking a week off. Turns out they canceled that whole week of class again, and then it just kind of goes downhill from there. We would get to class and then find out that it was canceled. We get texts on our phone. Sometimes we would be in class for like 30 minutes before they decided to cancel it, or she'd be 30 or 40 minutes late. The last time we went to class, she was 45 minutes late. My husband and I were like, wow, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to wait around. We have other things to do because we have work. Unfortunately, most of the students that go to these classes don't have work yet. So we're very privileged, we understand that, but we have work to do, and things to do, so we didn't want to sit around and wait. And we get a text message on our phone saying that class was canceled shortly after we left, when we were at the grocery store getting some things that we needed. I realize, again, my husband and I are very privileged to be here, to be under an organization. I don't really want to talk too much about what we do. I'll just say that we are part of a non-for-profit in the United States, and we're working here, and that's all I really want to share, because some of the things that we do is a little bit sensitive, so I just want to be sensitive to that. So we understand. We're very privileged to be living and working abroad, and even though it took a lot to get here, we worked several jobs, we've, you know, cut down on costs and things, we do realize we are very privileged to live here, but it got really frustrating when the classes were being canceled all the time, and the teacher, again, wasn't very passionate, wasn't very enthusiastic, so we ended up quitting school, unfortunately. I'm not 100% sure we'll be going back to school. Right now, I'm just doing Duolingo on my iPhone, but it's Netherlands, like the Netherlands, Holland, Dutch, which sounds a lot harsher, it's more like than here, where they roll their tongue and it sounds, Flemish dialect sounds softer and nicer, so it is slightly different. However, from class I did learn how to read a menu, so I can read a Flemish menu and have no problem with that. If someone comes up to me and speaks fairly slowly and clearly, I might be able to pick up a couple words and understand what they say. Usually I try not to say anything so that people will talk to me in Netherlands, and am trying to learn a little bit that way. It takes a few years to learn a language. Learning a language, very interesting, my experience. So yeah, I don't know how to end this. I guess just by telling you guys, if you have any questions or want to discuss more, leave in the comments. I don't know. Let's talk in the comments. Let's have a discussion, and yeah, I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye.